Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Globetrottin ADs podcast, a worldwide podcast for athletic directors, activity coordinators, coaches, and program associates based in international schools throughout the world. My name is Matt Fleming, and I will be one of your co-hosts for today's program.
And my name's Nick DeForest. Thank you, everyone, for listening already right from the start. We hope this is just another way to bring all sorts of ADs from around the world together. And right off the bat, we want to give a short thank you to the off-duty ADs and the guys from Beyond the Bench. We listen and enjoy your shows, and we just hope to take your model to the international world. So thanks a lot, and I hope you like our show as well.
Right, so the general idea of this podcast, or the outline, what we're hoping to achieve here, is that each episode we'll focus on a particular topic that we think are worth talking about. We're also these topics will come from a variety of sources related to working as an AD or an activity coordinator in an international school. The goal of the podcast is to share insights, share experiences, good and bad, share knowledge, and ultimately learn from each other in these jobs and as they relate to your role in your school. Additionally, we're hoping to share some ideas related to expat life. So what it's like to live abroad as an overseas AD. So we'll focus on experiences of living abroad, and other future topics could include host country experiences, raising kids overseas, cultural opportunities in your host country, expat life hacks, things you do in your location that make life a little easier or a little more comfortable, or ways of getting around things maybe that might be a little more tricky. Activities to do abroad in and around where you live, local sports entertainment opportunities, and travel tips, and touch on a little bit of cultural food and drink perhaps.
Yeah, and for this first show, we just really want to highlight how diverse we all are from our backgrounds to the countries we live in, or to maybe how many different jobs we've had. So to get us started, we want to profile you, some of our listeners, and hopefully some future guests as well. So here we go. Let's start with ourselves. Hey, Matt?
Sure. So once again, my name is Matt Fleming. I'm originally from the United States, from Akron, Ohio. I've been living in Budapest, Hungary for the last 12 years. But before that, I was in Riga, Latvia for 6 years. Living with my wife and kids, who also go to our school, and my wife also teaches at our school. And I've been overseas now since 2001 in total. And how I got into overseas was I had known about the idea of teaching overseas. I had a colleague of mine I worked with who had done it. He lived in Guam. So I always thought it was kind of interesting. This could be something that could be appealing for me, and I was looking for something different to do after teaching a public school system for a little while, about 5 years. And so I convinced my wife shortly after we got married that this could be a pretty cool thing to do. And after a couple beers and loosened up, she agreed, and off we went. So we went to a job fair in Iowa in the middle of winter out in the University of Northern Iowa, and not really knowing what we were getting ourselves into. Before we knew it, we had 4 job offers from various places throughout the world, and we ended up settling on Riga, Latvia, which ended up being a pretty good decision for us. So that's pretty much how we got into it, and haven't looked back since.
And a lot different than my profile, and I'm sure we'll hear from everyone else has their own varied story. So my name's Nick DeForest. I'm a Canadian from St. Catharines, Ontario, and I'm living in Vienna, Austria, and working at the American International School, Vienna. I've been with the school for 16 years, but in Vienna for 20 years. So I didn't come, like Matt, over to teach or go to a job fair. I came to play baseball and played and coached in Vienna, and then kind of fell into school. Started coaching the baseball team and got a contract and got a bit more time, and now it's home with an Austrian wife and 2 kids also in the school like Matt's. And it's a great place to be. I didn't travel around, haven't been in any other posts, and don't want to. Vienna's definitely home.
Except you don't ski. You live in Austria. You don't ski.
Don't ski.
I don't get that.
Hockey player.
You should be in the mountains.
Mike, we're sitting right here in a hotel room in at the NIAAA National Conference in National Harbor, Maryland, and ironically enough, my wife and kids are skiing right now back in Austria.
Where'd they go?
Somewhere. I'm here, taking in all this great PD.
Yeah.
So that's basically it for our intro. We're gonna hit the conference right now and get some profiles from our colleagues, which you'll hear about in a minute. So we hope you enjoy the podcast, this one, and all the ones to come, and you keep tuning back in.
Yeah, great atmosphere here in National Harbor. It ended up being a good weather day today. The sun finally popped out after a couple foggy days, and we're looking forward to getting out there and meeting new folks and find out where people are from and what they're doing and what excites them about coming to this conference.
Before we get to the profiles, we'd like to take a second and thank our sponsor, Kukri, and let you know that if your school is in the market for bespoke sportswear, look no further than Kukri Sports. Kukri has evolved over the last 20 years from a bespoke sportswear manufacturer into a true sportswear partner, firmly believing in the value of sport at all levels. Bespoke teamwear forms a unique part of an individual's sporting story and represents a lasting link to their time in sport. Kukri are proud to play a part in that journey. Every individual can build their own legacy, as Kukri Sports creates a sportswear range that inspires as well as performs. Start your journey today. Email the team, contact@kukrisports.com.
Hey everybody, my name is Chris Bishop. I'm an American, currently serving as the athletic director at the American School of the Hague, which is located in the Netherlands. Before that, I was in Shanghai, China, at Concordia International School, Shanghai. I worked there for 10 years. I was also the athletic director there, but in charge of activities as well. I got overseas. My family and I left 12 years ago. Made some friends that had been overseas, and so they kind of encouraged us to do this, and I've been overseas ever since.
Hello, my name's Matthew McInnes. I'm from Scotland originally. I'm the athletic director at the International School of Panama in Panama, Central America. Prior to working at ISP, I've been at the American School Foundation in Mexico City and at Tenby International School in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. How did I get overseas? I really was, during university, I would coach overseas a bit in the States and in Australia, and really opened my mind to moving beyond the borders of Scotland.
Hello everybody, my name is Gwinyai Jamga. I am from Zimbabwe. I'm the athletic director at the American School of Asunción in Paraguay. I've worked at the Harare International School, which is in Zimbabwe, as an AD before going to Paraguay. And how I got overseas is quite interesting because I'm a product of the system. I went to the American School of Paris for middle school and high school. After that, went to university on a soccer scholarship. So I've always been a fan of high school sports. And it was an easy transition after working in sales and marketing, which got boring for me in Zimbabwe. Got a job offer in Paraguay. Job offer in Zimbabwe as the AD. And then now I'm in Paraguay and enjoying it.
Hi, my name's Kelly Lang. I'm from Colorado, and I've been working internationally for about 19 years. I started in Switzerland at running sports camps, and then I moved to Germany for a few years and worked in Frankfurt. After that, I was in Budapest. In Frankfurt and in Budapest, I was teaching PE. And then I moved to Muscat, Oman, where I was also teaching PE. And this is my second year as an athletic director. So all while I was teaching PE, I coached many sports throughout the year and traveled around and met a lot of different PE teachers, met a lot of different athletic directors, saw a lot of different schools, and then a position came up at my school in Oman, and I interviewed for it, and now I'm in my second year, and I really love it.
Hi, my name is Freddie Badillo, and I'm currently teaching I'm the athletic director in Medellin, Colombia. Recently, I was in Caracas, Venezuela, in Bogota, Colombia, Cartagena, Colombia, and also in Israel. This is my 25th year as an athletic director. The reason why I got into teaching overseas was a university professor told me about teaching overseas, and I became intrigued with it because of the travel. And I went for 2 years to Israel, and I figured that I'd go back to the States, but ever since 1996, I've been overseas.
Hi, I'm Scott Hosek. I work in Shanghai American School. I'm a Canadian. I've been there for 15 years. Before that, I was in New Zealand. And I came into this because I did a lot of coaching, and I didn't think I could work for somebody else. So I thought I'd become an AD.
So my name is Joe Ito. My nationality is born British-Japanese, but I have a British and U.S. passport now. My title, Athletic Director, and I'm currently at the Bush School in Seattle in the U.S. And yes, I've worked at other schools before. I started my career in Germany, having grown up there at the International School of Düsseldorf. Was a basketball referee there, and then started coaching at the school, and eventually became the athletic director. From there, met my wife at the school, and then moved to Hawaii for almost 6 years. Worked as the athletic director at Mid-Pacific Institute. And then after that, spent 1 year as the activities director and assistant athletic director at the Frankfurt International School. And then moved to Seattle from there to become the athletic director at the Bush School. And how did I get overseas? So I guess I started overseas, right? By, again, having grown up in Germany. And for me, the overseas part was actually going to the U.S. So started internationally, and then right now ended up working in the States, and could imagine going back to the international path one day, but currently no plans to pursue that at the moment.
Hello, my name is Osvaldo Ortiz. I'm originally from Nicaragua. I work at the American Nicaraguan School for 26 years. My first 10 years I was a physical education teacher and a soccer coach, member of the soccer national team of Nicaragua for 13 years. Then in my 11th year, I became the athletic director in that school. And last year, I went to Guatemala to Colegio Interamericano, and since then I'm the athletic director there. I'm in charge of the physical education program as well as the extracurricular activities, and looking forward to have a lot of success in my new job internationally. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dave Horner. I'm English. My current role is Athletics and Activities Director at the International School of Belgrade in Serbia. This is my 5th overseas school. I began in Kuwait, and then I moved to China, and then I moved to Guatemala, and then to Bahrain before ending up in Belgrade. How did I get overseas? Well, it's a bit of an interesting one for me, but at the end of university, I did my year of teaching that you have to do in order to become a qualified teacher in the UK. Didn't really enjoy that very much, and had a couple of colleagues who were looking to move overseas told me about the Times Educational Supplement and Search Associates. I took a look around and ended up in Kuwait, and the rest is history. I've been overseas for 16 years now, so it's pretty interesting.
Hi, I'm Andres Silva. I'm from Bogota, Colombia. I'm a athletic coordinator. I'm working in Colegio Nueva Granada, and this is my 4th year in this position, and it is a great experience.
Hey, my name's Chris Mott. I'm an Australian, and I'm currently the Activities Director at the American School of Lima in Peru. I've worked in Peru, where I am now, and before that, Abu Dhabi, Istanbul, Estonia, Tokyo, Oman, London, and I started out in Australia. All the years that I've been working internationally, except for 2, have been as an athletic administrator or an activities director in schools ranging from 300 students to about 2,400. I kind of fell into living overseas just by applying for a job one day and then arriving and working out very quickly that there was this position called athletic administrator, and fell in love with the idea and have pursued it ever since.
Hi, my name is Lee Clagnez, and I am the Activities Director at the American International School of Mozambique. I've been there now for 12 years, and 8 years as the Activities Director. Prior to that, I was a history teacher at an American school in Torreon, Mexico. And of course, I got overseas because of the baseball strike in '94. I'm an American, and summer holiday was always going to baseball games, and without baseball, my parents took us to England, and they put the travel bug in me. And there was year after year of every opportunity to go travel, I would do that. And I was studying in Germany to become a history teacher eventually. And then I asked, can I actually work in another country? And I happened to ask the right professor, and they said, yeah. I used to teach in Egypt and in Norway, and they sent me to go do student teaching in Stavanger and at Cairo American College, and then the rest is history.
Hi, my name is Juan Santamaria. I'm from Honduras, and I work in Honduras. I'm the co-curricular student activities director, and that includes athletics and activities. The name of my school is Escuela Internacional San Pedrana. It's in San Pedro Sula. I've been there for 30 years, been my only school, born and raised. You know what? I have never worked in another school in my position. I worked in another school called Serán as a soccer coach, but that was it. And even though I have not gone overseas, but my school and the type of work I do, I go overseas, but not as a Honduran working outside Honduras, but representing the country, representing my school, and representing the city.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Josh Pickle. I'm currently working at Ningbo International School in China, and I'm the after-school activities PE teacher. I've worked in Lima, Peru, activities coordinator, PE teacher. I worked in Schutz Alexandria School in Egypt, and 2010 I finished my master's degree and was going with a friend. We went to Iowa to the job fair there. Didn't know what I was going to expect. Had 3 offers at Nigeria, a school in Kuwait, and then a school in Egypt. And said, come back, and said, okay, I'm going to try the overseas experience. And now it's been 10 years, so I love it.
Hi, my name's Ryan Naughton. I'm the athletic director at the International School of Kuala Lumpur, the activities and athletics director there. I've been there for 3 years now. Before that, I was in Lebanon at the American Community School of Beirut, and great experience there as well. Activities athletics director there. Traveling around the Middle East now, traveling around Southeast Asia with our students and teams all over. It's been a great experience. I learned about international teaching about 8 years ago. So this is my 7th year overall. And about 8 years ago, my cousins, or maybe 9 years ago, my cousin got a job in Europe. And she came home with her 2 sons in high school, and they came back for the summer. And I said, I felt sorry for them. I said, oh, how terrible were the schools in Europe? And well, they were at the International School of Belgium, or in Brussels. And they went to a basketball tournament in Berlin. They went to a football tournament in Paris. And I said, wait a second, I could do the same thing that I'm doing at this big public school in the suburbs of Chicago. And I could do that while traveling, while doing all these great things. And the experience has been amazing. So the students are top-notch. The facilities, the administrators are all been great, and our experience has been nothing but positive. So me and my wife have been overseas this is our 7th year, and we don't plan to go back anytime soon.
Hi, my name is Marcelo Maurice. I am the athletic director from Avenue São Paulo. This is my 2nd international American school in Brazil. My first one was Chapel School, where I was there for 21 years. Now I am at Avenues for 1.5 years old, which is actually the age of the school. My school has about 1,100 students. We offer the major sports are soccer, futsal, volleyball, basketball, and cheerleading. I started as an international athletic director back in 1998 when I applied for the athletic director position at Chapel School. Actually, I applied for a physical education teacher, but 4 months later, the athletic director moved to another school, another international school in Brazil. Then I took over the position since '98. I have been doing this also as a physical education teacher and a health teacher, and also coached soccer, volleyball, futsal, and volleyball. No, I just said volleyball. And that's pretty much it. This has been my 15th conference, and I have already completed more than 30-something LTIs. Maybe I'm the first South American athletic director to get the CAA back in 2004, and it's been 15 years, but probably now I'm moving to the CMAA with a project that I'm sending to the committee very soon.
My name is Jason Cuthbert. I'm Canadian. I'm the athletic director at the American School of Warsaw. I've been 23 years overseas. I've been in Mexico, Philippines, Dominican Republic, Indonesia, Cairo, Egypt, Beijing, China, and now Warsaw, Poland. I got overseas. I had spent a little time in Mexico working with poor people, and in my last year at university, someone on faculty told me that there was a private Mexican school that was looking for teachers, and that's basically how the story started.
Hi, everybody. My name is Catherine Tanko Ong, and I am the Director for Student Activities at Brent International School, Manila. It's in the Philippines, and my nationality is actually half American and half Filipino, and I've spent half my life in both places. I have not been an athletic administrator in the United States. I have only been an athletic director in one school so far, and that's at Brent. I started working there as a coach, as a baseball coach actually, and from there became a volleyball coach and a softball coach as well, and then started working in the activities office after a year or so. And then when my predecessor left, I ascended into that position. I had never been an athletic director before, and my career, which was much longer, 12 years, I've now been an athletic director for only 9 years. This is my 9th year. But my career before that was vastly different. So I was a news anchor in a Philippine television station, so quite different from being an athletic director, but I've always been involved in sports growing up, and then with my own kids, coaching them in Little League baseball and softball. So it seemed like a natural job for me to take on. Little did I know it would be an 11-hour-a-day job at that time, but so that's how I got into the job, through the coaching scene. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Todd Parham. I'm currently the Director of Athletics at Ramrudi International School in Bangkok, Thailand. It's my 17th year as an international AD. I was formerly at Shanghai American School for 11 years, and I was in Santa Cruz, Bolivia for that. I got started overseas because we had some friends telling me what an amazing life it was living as an international teacher, and I don't ever plan on moving back to the States.
All right, wow. Thank you to everyone that we interviewed. I'm so happy to have such a great reception from all of you and your interest in this project. And we really do come from all different backgrounds and have different stories.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us. Another great conference here at the NIAAA annual conference here in D.C. It was a lot of fun connecting and reconnecting with old friends, great professional development, exchanging ideas, sharing new things. Going over old ideas as well, but it's always good in reinforcement when you hear those things and talk about them together. And we look forward to the future of this podcast and what it can bring for everybody and help people out.
Yeah, and it really is just a project for all of us, not just Matt and I. So we would be grateful if you reached out to us, either through Twitter or send us an email, globetrotinads@gmail.com. We'll have all the links in the bio. And if you have an idea for a topic, you want to be a guest, or you just want to say something nice about what we're doing, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks again to our sponsor, Kukri. You can email them at contact@kukrisports.com or visit them online at kukrisports.co.uk.